Alright, Shalom Yasharala, back with another lesson. Before we start, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakal Kadash. Give double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, salutations to hopeful elect, man, pushing this truth, man, diligently, consistently, with all sincerity, man. Just want to say a side note, man, Israel, Yasharala on fire right now, man. These videos pumping all over, man. It's about that time, man, you know. And so judgment, man, it's a time of judgment, man. And Esau, namely Amalek, which is the head of Esau, basically, the so-called Jews, man, who the ones who became Jews, quote unquote, through the Balfour Declaration, man. These fucking Khazars, basically, man, who's at the head, man. They think they won't be touched, man. I was watching this video or listening to it because it's just audio of his name Rabbi Finkelstein, and he was just basically just keeping it 100, you know, and stuff like that. And ultimately, he was saying that their father, who is Satan, is going to defeat our father. But the whole thing they don't know is our father is only one power. And the one they worship is in cahoots. He giving the orders, man. Our power is giving orders, man. Like, for example, in Kings, man, when Yahweh the Lord was having a council, like some round table mafia type shit, asking which one of you, talking to the angels, which one of you are gonna persuade Ahab that he might die at the battle of Mount Gilead. And one of them said, I'll be a lying tongue in his prophet's mouth, man. You know, in his servant's mouth and stuff, man. The ones he listened to, he take counsel from, they gonna lie to him and tell him you gonna win this battle easy money. When the Lord was gonna kill him there, you know. So the Lord gave him the green light, man. Look at Job, man. You know, the Lord gave him the green light to go and do whatever you want to Job, just don't kill him. Do whatever you want, man. You know, the Lord gave him the green light, man. You know, but these Amalekites, man, the so-called Jewish people, not so-called Jewish, it's so-called Jews, man, you Jewish people, y'all judgment coming. Let me get to who you are right quick before I get started. This Genesis 36:10. These are the names of Esau's son. I'm going to jump down to 12. And Timna was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bare to Eliphaz Amalek. So that's Esau's grandson. Through the line, we know that what that means. That that Amalek is an Edomite, a descendant of Esau. You know? So let's get on their judgment, man. I'm going to start right here. This Exodus 17:14. And the Lord said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book. Write this for a memorial, meaning it's not going nowhere, man. Write this so it can be remembered, man. Write this for a memorial in a book and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua. And I ain't gonna get into the depth of that name, man. You heathens don't need to know that, man. I ain't gonna give y'all everything. Nah, man, that's too much. The depth of that name, Joshua, what that name means, man. But the Yasharala know, you know. For I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. The Lord said he's going to eradicate Amalek, you know. Because they the ones pulling the strings, man. They the ones who got all this wickedness in motion, man. They set this up, man, over hundreds and hundreds of years. They set this up, man. That's why I tell you in Ephesians we wrestle. Now, let me just grab it right quick so I can quote it correctly. Ephesians, the 6th chapter. Where is it? Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, like fucking your boss Johnny Boy or fucking little Timmy down the street. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Who put those principalities in order, man? Who called the shots, man? The guy Finkelstein, Rabbi Finkelstein, was like, look, we just tell them what we want. And they come up with the fine print and stuff like that, and they put it on paper. They say, we don't do that. We don't got time for that. We just tell them, look, we need this, we need that. And they get done, man. So they're the one. So for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. They are the darkness, the rulers of the dark, because they are in the power seat. They ducked off in the back. They are like the puppet masters of wickedness, man. That's exactly who they are. Against spiritual wickedness in high places, because on the spiritual level, they rocking with the spiritual demon Satan, who we know ultimately is working for Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. But that's who they get their left hand powers from, man. You know. So this Genesis, I said Genesis, Shalaki. Jeremiah 49 and 20. Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord, that he have taken against Edom, and his purpose that he have proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. And think about Amalek of Esau. They are the least of the flock amongst the Edomites, man. They are the small number, man. You know, and they. They are the least. They are the head, man. They are what they call the 1%. The 1% of the 1%ers, man. That's them. That's the least of the flock. And they controlling everything. So it says, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he will make their habitations desolate with them. I mean, he going to destroy their habitations, man. He are going to utterly destroy Edom, Amalek, Esau, the whole nation, man. Let me jump to Psalms real quick. I'm just trying to hurry up and get through this one real quick. Psalms, what I want. You know what I want. A little inside joke. You know what I want. Psalms 83. I'm going to start at even though I just went into this, but just see how these scriptures work. Like I just was using these scriptures. But again, this I'm going to start at 5. I was just going into Psalms 83. I ain't get this far though, because this is a different point. Psalms 83 and 5. I'm going to start at 4. They have said to all the other nations, mainly Esau, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. And when did that happen? That happened during when the temple was sacked, man. When the Babylonians came and took the kingdom, man. Came and took the temple that King David wanted to build, man. When we went under captivity, when we went back into captivity again, man. When they came and seized the kingdom, man. You know, and while the Babylonians was taking us down, Esau ass was on the side. That's why I say in Psalms 50, let me get it real quick. You know how the spirit work. You know, I had some scriptures lined up, but you know how the spirit work. They consulted with the when the thief come, they consulted together with him. Let me find it real quick. If I can't find it real quick, I'm gonna just, but that was the point. When the thief come in, they consulted with the thief. It's 50. I thought it was in chapter 50. Here it is. Psalm 50 and 18. When thou sawest a thief, then thou contendest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers. I'm on Esau. They. That's why I say in Psalms also it says, remember Esau, remember Edom in the day of Jerusalem. When they say race it to the foundation, even to the foundation thereof. They want us to be cut off from even being a nation. They was over there like, get them niggas. Not them niggas. Get Yashala. Get Israel. Erase them. Completely eradicate them, man. Jump now. I'm back in Psalms 83 and 5. But they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. They consent. That's their consent, man. That one consent. We have to take down Yasharala, man. We have to take down Israel. That's what this whole thing about, man. It's taking down Israel, man. The tabernacles of Eden and the Ishmaelites, you Arabs, Moab, Chinese, Hagarenes, those are Africans. Boom, boom, Gabal, Ammon, and Amalek. That's what I'm talking about right now. And Amalek, man. You know, let me jump over here to verse 12. This is what they did us. It says, I'm still in Psalms 83. Who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. And who is the house of Yahweh? Who is the Lord? Who is the Lord's temple? They tell you that in Isaiah 66, man, at the top. As a matter of fact, let me grab it real quick. Not gonna read it verbatim. Not gonna, summarize it when I could just read it exact. Psalm 66. I said Psalms. Isaiah 66 at the top. Thus said the Lord, the heaven is my throne and the earth is my footstool. Where is the house that ye build me, and where is the place of my rest? For all those things that have mine for all those things hath mine hand made, and all those things Shalaki. It's an Acts. That it's gonna say the same thing in Acts, but it's gonna say that ye are the temple. But basically, we the temple. Paul quoted that same scripture. That's why I grabbed the wrong one. But also say that that we are the temple, man. You know, so if you defile the temple, you know, you defile the Most High, basically. So, but that was the point, you know. So we are the house of God. That's what it's saying. Psalms 83 and 13. Oh, my power. No, 12. Who said, let us take ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. And they have us right now. Oh, my power. Make them like a wheel as the stubble before the wind, all burnt up and stuff. As the fire burneth the wood, and as a flame setteth the mountain on fire. And the mountain is representative of their rulership, man. Their government, you heard me? Just them as a whole. So persecute them with the tempest and make them afraid with thy storm. When the Lord come back, man, they will be terrified. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek the name, O Lord. That they may seek thy name, O Lord. Because what the Lord tell you gonna happen when he come back. Every knee gonna bow, every tongue gonna confess, man. You know. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. And what's that forever? For 1,000 years, man. Because after that 1,000 years, they will be eradicated. But their spirits won't. And their spirits will come back as Hamites, Ammonites, Moabites, Ishmaelites, any other heathen nation going to continue being enslaved. Yeah, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may not know thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. They got Jehovah in the Bible, man. We know that's going off, man. You know, and so we have to get them, because they the ones, the whole playing field, man. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man. Specifically talking about Amalek, man. They have set everything in motion, man. They control, like he kept saying in the interview, man, that they control both sides of the game, so they control the outcome, man. They control it as far as on this side. They control this side, the Confederates, and the the red and the blue army, basically like the Civil War, man. They control, you know, the Vietnamese and the Americans, some of the Persian Gulf and stuff like that. The war, you know, in the Persian Gulf and stuff like that. They control both sides of everything. America and the Iraqis, man. You know, with the 9/11 shit, they can set up the whole thing. They control the whole thing. Just a side note on that, he said in the interview that over that 3,000 Jewish people, none of them showed the work that day. It's because they gave them the heads up, like don't go the date out. You hear me? But this Psalms 149 and 7. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. That's mostly talking about them, but that's also talking about the people who, even because the common motherfucker don't know about how they control and everything. So it's even talking about the people like presidents and high-ranking officials, you know, people who looked up to, you know, Nobel Peace Prize winners, just people of high esteem, man. Those are the kings and the nobles, but mostly talking about Amalek, man. to execute upon them the judgment written. And what's the judgment written? We've been reading, man. We prophesy all the time, man, that they are going into slavery, man. To execute the judgment written, this honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord. That honor have all his saints, man, to execute that judgment right alongside Yahushua, man. You know, don't you want that? I know I do. Let me jump to Isaiah right quick. Y'all know the script, but I'm going to go a little further too. Isaiah 14:21. Well, no, so I'm going to start at 22. For I will rise up against them, said the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, said the Lord. The Lord said he's going to completely destroy them, man. From being, they won't be remembered, man. They won't. You're going to have to tell your children and your children's children. It's going to be like old folklore, man. You know, old wise tales and stuff like that. We heard about it through the grapevine, man. That these goddamn cave dwellers was over Yasharala. This when we in power, we're going to be telling this stuff. They won't believe it, man. You know? It says, I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water. I will sweep it with the bosom of destruction, said the Lord of hosts, man. He's going to eradicate them, man. Let me get one more before I end it off, man. In the book of Job, the 18th chapter, man. It gives you a very clear depiction, man. I'm going to jump around a little bit because the whole thing is meat. The whole thing. But this Job 18:5. Yeah, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. Talking about complete erase. Somebody jump down. 11. Terror. This whole thing is meat, but I'm out of. I gotta go. So, you know, so I'm jumping around. But the whole thing is meat. Basically, the whole chapter, all the way through 21. This 11 though. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. That's when all hell breaking loose, man. When all hell breaking loose, especially once Yahushua and the angels crack those clouds, man. His strength shall be hunger bidden, and destruction shall be ready at his side. What's his strength? The sword, man, shall be hunger bidden. You know what it feel like to be hunger bidden? You weak, man. Like if you hungry, man, somebody be like, hey, man, you help me move the sofa, man. You can't, man. You weak as a motherfucker. You hunger bidden. You're weak, man. Let me see. 14, that's a good one. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle. We know who the most confident, proud people on the earth, man. Listen to that interview with Rabbi Finkelstein, man. Listen to that, man. That's confidence. That's pride he talking with. And it shall bring him to the king of terrors. To the king of terrors. Talking about Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. 16. His root shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off. And he's liking their nationality to a tree like a lot of people do. Your family tree and stuff like that. Look what's going to happen to his tree. His root shall be dried up beneath. If the roots dry from a tree, the tree going to die, man. Meaning the tree can't grow no more, can't produce life no more. And above shall his branches be cut off. Meaning the fruit that might be on the branches, when the roots dry up, the fruit's still alive right there. It might fall down and then the seeds go into the ground and pluck back up. No, the branches shall be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. Nobody will know who the fuck you talking about. He shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, like we just read, nor any remaining in his dwellings. They that come after him shall be astonished at his day, as that they were before were frightened, man. They gonna be astonished, like, man, what? Just like how when he was fully in his power, our people was terrified of him. Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not Yahweh, man. And them motherfuckers don't know Yahweh, man. Yahweh not dealing with them, man. You know? Well, with that, man, I hope the video was edifying. You know, Yasharala been pumping, man. You know? So with that, man, once again, give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And salutations to the whole four elect, man, pushing this truth, man. Kwam Yasharala, keep pushing, man. We almost out of here, man. Y'all Bashim Yahushua about to crack those clouds, man. The angels everywhere, man. Prophecy rolling. The elect, hopeful elect waking up, man. The fishermen, the fishes is booming, man. Fish coming in all the time, man. Hopeful elect, Lord willing. Just keep your hands, don't take your hands off the plow, man. Keep pushing, man. We're gonna be out there soon, Yashala. I know that, I believe that, man. I trust that, man. Yashala.